Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, so today is, I believe it's called the Black Moon. I believe it's a partial eclipse. Not too sure, but today is the day. It's meant to be quite a powerful gateway. So, okay, let's pull some cards. I have been busy. I was busy late. 1 o'clock this morning I finished doing face-to-face coaching sessions, and so the energy of love is really out there, and so is the energy of fear of love. Let's have a look and just see what the cards want to say. But I did have quite a full-on night with coaching sessions last night, so very interesting. A lot was touching on what I've been picking up on the collective energy, hurtful words, playful banter that's that have hurt people's feelings, and also really with kind of trying to declare love, and the other person really just trying to brush it off as if kind of not take it seriously, but are wanting to. So there's this fear of allowing love in. Okay, we'll get there. Let's pull some cards. It really is this fear here. Okay, I'm going to pull some cards first and get a story together. The fear of love, look. It's like to be scared of the most beautiful thing to be able to experience. This really is the energy of cutting yourself off from your own flow. Real fear about love. But it seems that the stronger the fear, the more that you want to hold on, the more it intensifies. Okay, I'm going to get one more for this row. It is about surrendering to it. Have a look at these 5 cards here. Now, this is the card of being kept awake at night. A lot's playing on your mind, okay? You'll find it really hard to settle. That most definitely is the energy. That was the energy of yesterday, I believe. Was a very unsettled, may have been Sunday. I feel it was yesterday, though. I felt Sunday was more of a recovery day, and then yesterday was a restlessness. So there's this restlessness here, not being able to settle, not really being able to focus. And it is to do with this emotion of love. Okay, so it's feeling very sloppy, very emotional. And it seems that it just makes you want to hang on to your foundations more, because you're trying to keep, obviously, control of your emotions, but it seems like it just wants to, it's intensified the more that you keep it in. So if you suppress it, it's at some point going to find its outlet. And we have the Knight of Cups here, which is just wanting to express this love. And then we have the Surrender card. So I really do feel as if behaviours maybe been, because of the intensity of this love, it's as if this love has caused, I want to say, like the Divine Masculine to feel quite embarrassed. Because this is the energy of hurting people with words, with your tongue. It's when we don't think really before we speak. Okay. So maybe this is an apology, needing to apologise coming in. Let's get another row. I started singing. I just went outside, and it's really hot and humid out there, and there were some black clouds, and I thought we could be due a thunderstorm. And in my head, I'm just kind of, it's going, thunder, thunder. Okay, I'm not that over keen on thunderstorms, but I'm probably due one to see how I deal with it now. Thunder, I'll bring it on. The thunder and the lightning. So, what's this card? The Death card. It's about being transformed, coming back. The sun is in the distance. So it's like he's kind of maybe doing his rounds, and before he kind of gets to the gate here. There's 2 towers there. And the sunshine. So this could be doing the rounds of, I'm not sure, cutting people out. Yeah, doing the rounds. It could be the end of the rounds now. It could be it's done, because we've got the 10 of Pentacles here. So we have the Death card, and then we have, like I say, maybe doing the rounds. But it looks like it's been very draining. It's most definitely the 9 and the 10 of Cups here. Cups. We can get onto that. That'd be nice if the 9 and 10 of Cups come out. Maybe that's what you're moving on to. For me to say that. So we've got the Death card, the 10 of Swords, which is about being at the end of the road. It means you've been stabbed in the back too many times. King of Pentacles, if you can see his foot's kind of is a bit armoured up underneath there, under that cloak. So it could be that he is ready for battle if needs be. So this side. Okay. So we have the stability, obviously, of the King of Pentacles. Yeah, look, it's its offer coming in. And it's underneath the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, has been doing the rounds. Okay, I feel this is just really about, because it's a spiritual awakening. So clearing up karma. There may be a few areas, and they may have been, I feel like maybe quite soul destroying, but it feels like it's been done now. And now the King of Pentacles actually just wants to go on. He's got his coin there, and then comes the Knight. Now the King of Pentacles would send out the Knight to deliver an offer. This Knight can be I was going to say this light can be quite slow. This Knight can be quite slow. Let's get a last card. Oh, they're kind of moving really fast, the cards. It's like there's a gallop here going. It's like being in the flow. They feel quite nice. Spiritual strength. I feel that this masculine has had to rely really a lot on himself in the end. After this, I feel it's about taking back control and following your own guidance through the transition. So following spiritual guidance. I want to get another row. Okay, it's going to make 15 cards. I was looking at the date, but that was yesterday. King of Wands. He's now contemplating the passion. It's like kind of a daydreaming off into the distance. Imagining life with the Divine Feminine. Yeah, there she is. There's the tower. Thunder! It's not good. Someone's coming through like thunder. It's a dark. It's like they've put their foot down. And, oh, I can see on the King of Pentacles, he's put his foot down on the dragons of life. Thunder. And then we've got on partnerships, look at this. The underlying energy is, this is about deception, envy. It's about leaving situations that don't serve you. You may feel that you are being quite deceitful and sly. But if circumstances don't change within the circus, you kind of make you escape. It's like escaping the circus. You may have been caught. There's some figures in the background here who have maybe raised the alarm. Okay, so may see that you're up to something, but that's the underlying energy. Is about that gentleman looks as if he's quite pleased that he's managed to escape with what he's got. He's got 5 swords. Let's channel this again. This is really like kind of, I can't seem to contain this love anymore. It's really affecting all areas of this Divine Masculine's life. He's trying to hold on as much as he can to his foundations. But it seems that the more he wants to hold on to his pentacles, the more that the actual love wants to express itself. It's definitely maybe about, it might be that the Divine Masculine maybe needs to apologise for some behaviour. This way. But look how he's coming in. So maybe he's apologising or wrapping up things in the nicest way possible. But there's still this sneakiness, and they're the 2 cards, the 7 and the 5 of Swords, that are kind of like the sneaky cards within the pack. Where you just have to be a little bit careful of behaviour, either coming from you or towards others. So it could be this, you know, trying to get your own justice maybe. And it could definitely come in with this banter, with the words that you're using. Maybe it's like you're offering love, but it's not really, is it? It's it could be a way to get people to move away from you in the kindest way possible. Feels very much cruel to be kind. So it could be a way of wrapping up cycles. Something about doing the rounds. So wrapping up cycles in the nicest possible way. It looks like it's done because we don't have the World card. If we had the World card, it would be maybe in the process of wrapping up these cycles, but I feel that this is maybe, this love has affected this Divine Masculine really in his behaviour. So we have the transformation, like I said, the Death card, and I'm not even sure that this Divine Masculine's really caring about these swords in his back anymore, because I feel like he can just really walk through that. And if you look at the sunshine, how it's kind of lined up, it's just like days are going to be brighter. A step closer to the brighter days. That's what I kind of touched on yesterday. So we have the Divine Masculine now. He is kind of looking in a bit brighter here. He's still maybe armoured up. I can hear an emergency vehicle out there. I only live on a small estate, so it's probably on the main road. Doing the rounds. King of Pentacles, it's about stability, security, taking charge of your kingdom, of your life, and you're armoured up. I was going to show you what I said. He's put his foot down, like this thunder. Look what he's put his foot down on. It's like the dragons of life, maybe. The dragons in his life. Looks like they're under control. Okay. Now, what's this long term offer that's coming in. The King of Pentacles has sent it out. Remember, he's still armoured, and so is his knight here. So, but I believe he's coming bringing love with the green here. Reminds me of the heart chakra. So it feels that maybe love is the thing that's actually pushing him. Love is the driving force. Wow. Love is the driving force. We've got here about, you know, you've kind of reached that clean slate, that clean path here. It reminds me of, you know, when you kind of get to be the first person to kind of walk on the beach and leave your footprints. Something really nice about that, isn't there? About, you know, finding a bit of untouched kind of sand. That kind of feeling. And it's like he's found a way through. There's a gap. It's like coming out from the forest. So the clearing. It's about finding a clearing here. Definitely about clearing, okay, and doing the rounds, trying to cut things out. I want to say as lovingly as possible. Then we have the Divine Masculine here sitting on his throne and he's contemplating passion. This feels like a very new king. It's like he's getting his mojo back, maybe. But we still have the Hermit, so there's this following the Divine Feminine, okay, with the Star here. So he has, I feel he has gone into maybe solitude. He has that wand there. And also does the King here. There's no movement with the King. So it's very much, I want to say, being in solitude with this passion and keeping your star kind of guiding you. Something to do with shining the light. I said instead of nights, didn't I? It was a light. I can't remember what I picked up, but there was something I said instead of night, it was light. Let's put them back the right way. There's a Divine Feminine, so that will be the star within the lantern there. Following the feminine's intuition, it's about knowing the truth. Both of those cards are about knowing the truth. The Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. And then we have the Tower here. Here comes the thunder and the lightning and the rain, and everything comes crashing down, and it all gets a bit scary. We want to run and hide. That's me in a thunderstorm. Normally headphones with music up really loud, and I don't face any windows. I don't want to see any flashes. The blinds are all closed, and it's a bit. I'm not sure what I'm scared of, but it's a bit scary. I think it's my last fear. Like I said, I haven't really been put into a thunderstorm or anything for a while, so looks like the thunder's coming. How are you going to deal with it? Big girl now. I think that's what you have to tell yourself, you know, kind of, you're a big boy, you're a big girl now. There's nothing to be scared of. Especially when you face quite, you know, some quite challenging times. I think you just get stronger and more resilient. And I think you're more willing to actually stand up and face your fear. When you really realise that fears just hinder you. So this reading kind of ends on the Three of Pentacles, which is about coming into partnerships with like-minded people, showing your skill, okay, so kind of showing what you know. This apprentice here has got like an apron on, okay, so I feel that he's been maybe, you know, he's willing to learn. These two guys here could be actually just directing him. Like they have the plans, but he is very willing to listen, to execute, and to try. So there's a lot of patience within this card about coming into union partnerships with like-minded people. let's, I'm going to clarify. Let's clarify. I want to use a witch's tarot. Thunder. I shouldn't really will thunder to come. If I've most definitely been picking up, and especially with the people I'm working with, how what they're saying is like manifesting. It's like you want to be a bit careful about what you actually wish for or what you ask for, because you might find yourself actually, you know, that manifesting into your lap, and it's the realization that you are attracting what you're putting your attention on. So it's playing with the universe, and when you learn how to do it, you can kind of see what you do attract, even the weather. Okay, right, there's no rush today. I'm absolutely fine with let's just take our time with this reading. I do really feel like I still need a couple of days off though, but every time I try and do that, it's I manifest the opposite. So maybe I should just settle into it, and I'll be given the days of rest when they're needed, not when I think. I'm not sure. Okay, let's have a look at this Nine of Swords, being awake at night. Listen, you're not the only one, buddy. Oh, mine aren't actually my problems, so they're more other people's, but it's all good. Helping you guys who are awake at night. Okay. Surveying. You're awake at night, surveying the situation. It's going over and over in your mind. With the surveillance card here, it's an immature energy. It's not knowing what to do. It's yeah, it's this watching the Divine Feminine here. So just being intoxicated with this love, it's just something that you can't get off of your mind. It's wanting to communicate about it, because the Page of Swords here is a chatty energy, very much wanting to talk, and has a lot to say, I can feel, about lots of different things, but there's a lot that's wanting to be expressed about love. Okay, let's pull a clarifier. Feels like he's a teenager again. It's like a puppy love. It's to have that as an adult, especially if you've already built foundations and a life. Okay, let's have a look at this Page of Cups. It's not as easy as starting over when it's kind of like your first love, is it? So, but that's the feeling of it. It's the first love. It's like the first time of actually ever being in love, realising that you're in love. And it's the real deal. So, okay. I'm going to get another one from here, because we've got the Five of Cups. There's a feminine here who's looking longingly onto the Two of Cups. There's 3 cups on the floor that are spilled behind her, but this is coming up with the Page of Cups, the masculine's energy, and then we seem to have a feminine energy with this card, balancing out, not being prioritised. So the feminine here is feeling, the masculine is very much in love, but the feminine's feeling not with her, because the feminine's feeling that the distribution is going more towards keeping hold of the foundations within the Divine Masculine's life. So if you can see here, the feminine, very mystical with being a mermaid, is looking at the Two of Cups. So she is craving and desiring a unified love, but the 3 cups behind is what she is kind of thinking that the Divine Masculine is working on. He's very much feeling this love for her, but because of not expressing it, because of the fear, and the focusing on actually balancing out other things, which looks like it could do with children. Okay, so family life, bringing in the balance. The Divine Masculine has been focusing on That's interesting. I felt the Two of Cups could be the children. So here, focusing on the children and not actually allowing the love for this gentleman to flow naturally to himself. So Divine Masculine is in love with the Divine Feminine. He has been clinging on to the physical world and trying to bring balance into the family. And then we have that Divine Feminine's energy here. It's like, who's wondering really what's happening. Divine Masculine here is really holding on. I feel that this is a past energy. Like I said, I think this is what's been going on, or the present energy. So the Four of Pentacles, the more that the Divine Masculine tries to cling on to his foundations, let's see, the more the passion is ignited. So more the passion's just burning inside. It's like he really does want to escape and to evolve into this beautiful butterfly. So the more hanging on to things in the material world, the more divine is putting the pressure on for his passion to be ignited. But I do feel here, because if you have a look, both of the kind of towns, cities, kingdoms are in the background. What's on the horizon? Now, I want to have a look at this Knight of Cups, because it's kind of coming into the Five of Swords, which makes me feel this about wrapping up things as nicely as possible. I'm not sure if it's going that way, but that is most definitely the intention, is apologies, love, maybe compassion and understanding, but it's coming off as being, I'll find the word in a minute. Okay, I'll come back to that in a minute. I'm taking a leap of faith. It could be apologising about the actual behaviour of the past, because the swords are down. Taking a leap of faith. Unless that's actually to deal with the situations, it's a little bit foggy. I'm struggling with the energy over here to pick up. It will all come together. Yeah, it's about speaking the truth. So taking a leap of faith, cutting out things that no longer serve. It's as if the Queen of Swords speaks the truth. It's really depending on the energy of her, okay? So whether she's in a malice mood and could be doing things quite ruthlessly, which could be, this passion may have ignited this Divine Masculine to attack, okay, and cut things out, and trying to do it, because there's a leap of faith here about actually, it's coming in with love, an apology, I want to say, excuse me, unless the Divine Masculine has to cut out this energy first. Not sure with those, but there's definitely about speaking the truth. Could be quite hurtful with the tongue, because it's with the Five of Swords, but maybe that's the only way to get things done once and for all, because I really feel this thunder energy with here. And also with him putting his foot down, you have planning for the future, which looks very dark as well, with the horse here, of the moon, secrets. And it's called the Black Moon, isn't it, I said? What's going on with this Death card? We've got somebody who's trying to really balance things out. Okay, so the waters are choppy. He's trying to stay composed. I want to say as he's kind of moving through the storm, because he seems to be holding himself up quite high here and really just focusing on where he's going, and I think that's towards that sunshine. But it looks like he's been on a bit of a journey, actually, maybe. I feel like who you want to keep in your life and who you don't, with the infinity symbol here. So it's important, those relationships, those close connections that we find ourselves within, especially when we're talking, you know, because of the immature energy here, feeling as if it's time to go again. It's like a clean slate. If you got to do things all over again, let's say you go back to, you know, being 18, what would you kind of do differently? And so there could be this element of lost time, but it's about maturing and also about not allowing yourself to be treated certain ways and picking up on your own behaviour and ensuring that some of the traits and habits that maybe you've picked up along your journey, you don't continue to do those as well to future partnerships, relationships, friendships. So it's kind of when you've cleared out everything and you find yourself really with no one left to explain to or apologise to, you're free. When you get to this point where you know what you're going for, and you understand that it's infinite, you don't have to sit still, okay? It's forever evolving. But then we have the masculine here who's very unhappy. So, with the Four of Cups, we've got this feminine here again. So she is holding a cup here and he is dealing with those three. Maybe they have been dealt with because they're standing up now, which means you've kind of found some balance within that. Still looking really quite stubborn, maybe scared. Maybe he actually looks a bit cold here. So maybe been left out in the cold, feeling quite lonely and not wanting to let anybody in. Through the transformation, I want to say, or maybe just whilst he's doing the clearing out, because it's most definitely the end of the road. So whatever the Divine Masculine's been clearing out, it's for good. Some relationships, you know, you can go too far and you just kind of know that they maybe can't be salvaged. But I feel that, you know, maybe that's okay. Maybe it needed to happen that way. Time to actually permanently exterminate. That's one thing. With that, I'm feeling like Doctor Who, and then time traveling. So it could be lots and lots of realizations about things that need to be cut out, and it might be kind of, you know, going back in time and making sure that you're clearing up all the karma that you need to clear up, so that then you can kind of go forth with no secrets, with no kind of shame, regrets. Just making, you know, it's kind of bringing the balance to the karma. Some justice scales, but they're not here, but that's what I'm feeling. So before the new dawn, you have to deal with these things once and for all. So let's get a card. It's a surrender card again, which is this one. It is about being embarrassed. So whether the Divine Masculine has embarrassed himself with being quite defensive or what, there's a barrier here up. So the Divine Masculine's feeling very defensive. But it's most definitely time to surrender, to let your guards down now. It's like you can take those swords out of your back. I think maybe, you know, sometimes this here, I think if you were going to be due, you know, another sword, I would say stay down and pretend that you're dead. And wait for them to gone, you know, let them think that they've kind of won the battle. And then when they're kind of out of the picture, I would kind of just get up and walk away and let them think that, you know, they had kind of, there's like a proper escape thing coming on here. It's surrendering. It makes me feel like don't move just yet, just wait. Is it clear? That kind of feeling. Has the storm passed? Okay. Ooh. Mr. King of Pentacles, because I feel that the story may just change a little bit here. A little bit. Let's have a look at what the King of Pentacles is up to. He's got his foot out. It's kind of like he's putting his foot down on anyone that comes. And any dragons. It's just like he's ready. Oh, he is ready. It's the Seven of Swords again. So I said to you that they are like kind of the cards of deception, embarrassments. They're just when you have to kind of deal with your ego. And it's the same again. Like I said, he looks quite happy. He's left 2 swords behind. And this is with the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles has been kind of doing something to move on to his actual security, to regain his power. That's what it is. It's about regaining his power. It's been slow, steady. It's taken a while, but the king has now sent out this knight here with a pentacle. Oh, another one, sorry, came out with the King of Pentacles. Oh, the Death card. Okay, so Divine Masculine. What's going down? Apart, I don't know, because look how he's going past this child here, this young boy. It's like he's really is quite determined to wrap up whatever he needs to wrap up to regain his power. The Death card, again. Knight of Pentacles. Roxette. It must have been love is coming through. It must have been love, but it's over now. It must have been good, but I lost it somehow. Maybe he feels that he's lost the love because, oh, it's too late. There's the king wants to send out the knight with the offer, but he's not sure. There really is this fear of being too late, focusing too much on these pentacles, and it's really about waiting for your harvest. Now, that pentacle added to the Seven of Pentacles will make the Eight of Pentacles, which is about working now, getting your head down, actually working on your future. So, spiritual strength. This is what he's looking at. This way round. This is what he's looking at. Is it too late for the offer? Because it feels like this Divine Masculine has been intoxicated and maybe possessed by love. Like it's taken over his actions. He looks very wounded and scared here. So it feels like now that he's done the work, the only thing really to find out is, sort of it's 9 of Wands, if there's going to be any conflict. Because he's had to be really spiritually strong to actually get through a lot of conflict to get to the Divine Feminine. That's why it's taken so long. Bang my elbow again. Why do I keep banging my elbow? I don't know. King of Wands sitting there. Like I said, he's like daydreaming, in love with the Divine Feminine. And he's wanting to come charging in. So the masculine's version of this version of love is here. Really is about being driven by love. Okay, that's what he's thinking. A lot. He knows the truth. And then we have the Divine Feminine, which she also knows the truth. But he has to set this star free. So it's like coming out of the dark, out of the storm. Yeah. Go above the clouds. There's no thunder up there. It's like you've got a clear run up there. So it's like rise above the storm. It's very much what this energy is. Through hell, and now you can kind of fly high, rise above the storm. It's where you're safe. The Chariot. It's wanting. It's having the willpower, the strength, that elbow there from Divine, giving you the nudge because they give you the strength to be able to charge after what you're desiring. It looks like it's your Divine Feminine. It's the truth. You're desiring the truth. Universal truths. Just go on to yesterday's reading, can't it? The law of love. Divine Feminine with the moon. So a feminine intuition. This is about secrets. So it's most definitely, I feel here, maybe it's time to rise above the secrets and to make things clear. Maybe things are becoming clear now. It's a clear sky there with the Hermit. I said it was a bit foggy up here. So I feel the Divine Masculine's energy could have got a bit lost, okay, while still dealing with all the drama karma, the drama of karma. And now it's like, especially with the full moon. The full moon's about letting go of anything that no longer serves you, so that you're ready for the new moon to manifest. Okay, some good stuff. So definitely about letting go. There's secrets there that need to be revealed, that need to come to light with the intuition here. Okay, so it's just the Truth card. Here's the Tower. It's time to address it now. So the universe has spoken with the words thunder. It's about dealing with the aftermath of past events. It's when you have to actually come face to face with situations and let love flow. So it's really time now to let unconditional love. The universe has spoken. So it's kind of like the law of love here. It's when you're feeling this unconditional love, you can't contain it. I said it was going to burst out at some point. Now comes the partnership. So let's finish on the clarifier for this. It's 1331, if that's not a mirror. When one becomes three, that's exactly what would happen. The Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine's energy come together. They create a third energy. So 1331. Coming together with the Divine Feminine. The Empress. You know, like those stars there above her head, that's kind of like a cartoon, isn't it? You know, when you're knocked out and you have birds and love hearts and stars and you're all a bit dazed. in love. There's the Empress. So the partnership, that's interesting. Have a look. I've covered up the kind of apprentice here and the conversations now as with the Divine Feminine. She's full of love. Look, she's in green, okay, so nurturing. Her shield's down as well. Very nurturing energy to this. It's like the air is fresh because I'm getting like the fir trees. The alpine trees, I can smell it. The air is fresh. There's the reading. There's the tower. Thunder. Okay. Woo! The Divine Masculine is thunder. Yeah. There's the power of love for you. Angels of Light cards. Let's pull a card from here. Excuse me. Okay, let's yeah, vulnerability. I think we might be touching on, let's have a look, but we might be touching on actually overcoming the overwhelmment of love. So vulnerability. Only the brave and open-hearted dare to allow themselves to be vulnerable, for it requires courage to take down all walls and expose your humanness. Your angel guidance is to become aware of your defense mechanisms, which keep you separate from others and the divine. Ask your angels to help you dissolve your masks and barriers so that your fragile, true self can emerge like a butterfly from its cocoon. So this is about being closed off. Okay, and here's the butterfly. The reward is freedom, love, and a sense of inner safety. So dare to be vulnerable and open. Perfect. Here's the affirmation. Vulnerability is my strength. And it's like the more that you don't let it flow, the more that you're being pushed to explode, really, to break free. So vulnerability, I want to get another one from here. Light. It's most definitely about moving from the night to the light. Okay. Light illuminates darkness and gloom, bringing hope and inspiration. I just heard a cat meow and then a loud bird. So light illuminates darkness and gloom, bringing hope and inspiration. Ask the angels to fill you with more light, for it contains spiritual information and knowledge. These are keys to the universe and bring love and peace, as well as unlocking the wisdom within you. As your light becomes stronger and clearer, you will find clarity and purpose. You will radiate brighter and become a beacon, reminding others of the divine help available. It's like lead by example. Angel wisdom suggests you ask the angels to ignite and strengthen the divine flame within you. So you have this passion up your bottom to get you going, to get you up. It's like that flame has been ignited. Okay, we're going to go one more. I like hitting this in threes, I think. aspiration. It is time to set your sights higher. Where's my King of Pentacles? If you are settling for mediocre, aim for the superb. Superb is your divine feminine. Stretch yourself to fulfill all your potential and hold mighty visions. Find the wisdom within you which enables you to aspire to the great and glorious. Well, there's your divine feminine. That's the wisdom. That is just, you know, the truth. So then expand your comfort zones. So let me read this part again. Find the wisdom within you which enables you to aspire to the great and glorious. Then expand your comfort zones so that you can explore your dreams. The angels guide you never to settle for less than your incredible human spirit can achieve or deserves. Ask for help from the angels and they will guide and inspire you to raise your consciousness and live at a higher level. Let your spirit soar and aim for the divine. That's that Chariot. So the affirmation is, I aspire to the great and glorious. It's like you're here for much mightier things than what you've been experiencing. Okay, wow. Let's pull some other oracles. Let's have a look on the enchanted map and see whereabouts you are. Let's give them a shuffle. Oh, they're upside down. Oh, slow and steady's on the bottom. Oh, I'm going to keep saying, oh, slow and steady's on the bottom now. Oh, but it does look like she's got herself some kind of wings now. Early stages of flying. But they are transparent, which is good. It's like they can develop, can't they, into your own uniqueness. Okay, let's pull a card. Oh, wow. Yeah, it says you're flying. Most definitely about rising above this thunder, okay, this storm. It's the only way really you're going to be safe. You have the power to see things from a higher perspective. Look at the maze down below. It's like it's just a maze down there. It's like by rising higher, rising your vibration, you're going to be able to see your way out. Be able to feel your way out. Be able to soar. So, if you were a bird flying high in the air, what would you see? When you soar above life's challenges, I'm just going to pop up the Chariot card as well. When you soar above life's challenges and opportunities, a new perspective becomes available. Today you have invisible wings. I can't show you it because it was slow and steady, but her wings were kind of transparent. Today you have invisible wings that allow you to swiftly bring your circumstances into alignment with your highest purpose. This is a sign that your waiting is over, that all your hard work has paid off, and the things you hoped for are no longer beyond your scope. You have the ability to reach for the stars and find one with your name on it. Spread your wings and soar. The angels are waiting for you. That's lovely. Okay. I'm going to get a Sacred Spirit reading card. Postcard from Spirit. We just start with those and then we'll see if we need to kind of do any more to this reading. Emotional challenges. Resolve the issue. Card number 13. That's the Death card. We've seen it twice. 13 here. Emotional challenges. Okay, well, I'll read it because, I don't know, it seems to be on its own here. So, express yourself clearly, resolve the issue. It is not uncommon for individuals to experience regular emotional challenges. A part of the human experience is to go through different stages of the emotional wheel, from love, joy, and happiness to grief, sadness, and betrayal. Not all emotions can be conveyed at once, and therefore a process of understanding our current and past feelings to move forward with an issue or challenge is essential. We can't always be light and fluffy. We must acknowledge feelings such as anger or bitterness. Refusing to acknowledge personal anger, resentment, or mistreatment toward yourself will only leave you feeling depressed, with your self-worth being sacrificed just to please others. Right now, you are experiencing an emotional challenge. You may be feeling overwhelmed, have had your trust broken, or felt betrayed from people close to you. You may have been hurt by others, either physically or emotionally. Know that you have the resilience and strength you need within to overcome this challenge in life. This is a temporary phase. You must acknowledge your emotions now if you would like to move forward quickly. It is important to remember not to dwell on events for too long, as they can keep you stuck and stagnant in life. Verbal confrontations are possible now. Attempt meditation to remove the emotional charge out of the conversation so all parties can be heard and express themselves equally. Remember, you can only heal something you choose to acknowledge. Seems to be a kind of interference when maybe, when it's stating that, you need to acknowledge some things. So remember, you can only heal something you choose to acknowledge. If you have experienced a traumatic event or continued cycles of emotional triggers, please seek a suitable professional that can help you unpack this emotional baggage and get to the real cause of the issue. So the shadow aspect: fear in displaying emotion, self-sabotage and denial. Okay, I'm just going to give you the affirmation. I acknowledge and express my emotions with ease and grace. And that is exactly what this here, this leap of faith. I said it was all a bit foggy here. I said it looks like it's being done kind of wanting to be done gracefully. This expression of love. Okay, I'm not sure if that's kind of current, but I feel like I want to get another card because I feel that a lot of this maybe has already been done. This partnership here about communication, making sure that everybody's heard, everyone gets an opportunity to speak, but also that you do as well. Okay. So let me get one more. Let me give them a shuffle though. Like I said, that one was just kind of stuck in the bottom of the box. Dark night of the soul. Life brings new meaning. So we've had the emotional challenges, and it's card number 11, which is perfect. Brings into this kind of your side of the 1111 of the kind of divine partnership. So the dark night of the soul. Said about the light, wasn't it? Coming out into the light now. So let's read this. Healing crisis, life brings new meaning. It's interesting because that said about seeking help, and the help is out there. Um, if you go looking for it, okay. But I think that this is actually going to touch maybe on an explanation of these emotional challenges. So maybe the help just comes kind of within the reading, kind of immediately. Be good if it does help. So look at that character there, just in the light. Definitely picking up from changing from the dark to the light. So it's like transmuting the energy. The dark night of the soul is a deep-seated human experience that can be deeply traumatic, filled with sadness and melancholy. This is an incredibly trying time in the human experience, one filled with constant emotional turmoil, feelings of loss, instability, and darkness. Sometimes the most insignificant event can spiral an individual into a dark night experience. Like the straw that broke the camel's back, your soul has said, enough is enough. It may seem as if the world may be ending, but just as night turns into day, it is a cycle of renewal. Now you are becoming more aware of the ego and how it comes into play with your emotions, your physical drive and motivation, and how others interact with you. You may feel as though you are clouded in darkness, feeling emotionally broken and helpless in your life, feeling alone and isolated, that the world is broken and lost. This lonely dark space can be difficult to navigate if you have only a limited support network of close friends or family. Like I said, it can feel like you kind of lose everybody. So know that at this time you can reach out and talk to someone to shift through these challenges. Right now you may be experiencing feelings of deep depression, melancholy and sadness, that a part of you has been lost to the world, never to be seen or heard from again. However, this is far from the truth. Nothing is ever truly lost. We just outgrow our own surroundings, environment, and personal interests. Like the earth's cycle of the night, it is always darkest just before the dawn. Know that you will be emerging soon with a new lease on life and greater understanding of who you are as an individual. View this time now as a purification of the senses and spirit. You must face hidden memories, concerns or stories that lie beneath the surface if you wish to emerge enlightened, forever transformed by your experience. Stop and surrender to the universe. Okay, shadow aspect, refusal to accept change, passive aggressive, fighting for control. Angel assistance is Archangel Raguel, conflict resolution and inner harmony. And affirmation is I accept and create positive actions through the cycle of change. Wow, it says your soul has said enough is enough. Let's get a postcard from Spirit. And I want to end on a Mother Mary card. And I'm not even looking how long I've been on for, it doesn't matter. There's a butterfly. You are magical. Dear you, there is a balance between activity and rest, ebb and flow. You can't have one without the other. If you are faced with an obstacle right now, the best course is surrender and non-resistance. Soon enough, you'll see how easy it is to flow around it. Now is one of those times when you must trust the river of your life, go with the flow, and in no time you'll reach what you have your heart and hope set on. Just remember, Spirit will keep your head above the water, let's say above the clouds as well, above the storm, and will direct the currents. When it's time for a greater effort, you'll know exactly when you'll need to work those manifesting muscles. It can be challenging to master the flow cycles of your life, but as you develop your skills, affluence will be yours. Enjoy the flow and trust those currents, for we're right there with you with our little umbrella drinks, smiling at your success. Love you so very much. So I feel this is about rising above it. Okay. Let's get that Mother Mary card, I think. Oh, they're all nicely packed away. There we are. Oh, no. No towels, please. Come on. The sun's out. Can bypass that storm, the thunder. Not today. Okay, let's get a card. Let's see what's wanting to come out. Our Lady of Comfort. We've had this one, haven't we, not long ago. I want to get another one, just because I don't really want to reread a card that I've read, I believe, not long ago. So I'll just read a little bit of it. Even though you may not see me, I am holding your hand. Even though you may not hear me, I am speaking through your heart. I am never far away from you. I am by your side with love, guidance and protection always. You are my own. I could not bear to be apart from you. Receive my message of comfort and peace now. I feel that that's all I need to say, really. To look at that box is just all you've got is the Mother Mary. That's fine. Let's put another one. Am I to pull a Mother Mary card? I think I'm to pull a Rumi card. Okay, we'll pull a Rumi then. Okay, we're going to go with a Rumi message to finish off now. Let's see if the maintenance guys want to kind of move on. Okay, let's pull a card. Divine Mother manifests. 15. Oh, and I've opened up. How about that? Okay, let's read the message, and I'm getting off. Oh, you living in the world of 6 directions. Accept the gloom and accept the bliss. For those seeds buried in the ground will one day grow into fruitful orchards. Rumi. We share her, this Divine Mother, you and I. We are her precious children. We are born through her love, and she shares in our losses and our gains, our tragedies and our triumphs. Her hair forms the galaxies, her thoughts become the stars. The sun is her own warmth, and her breath is felt upon this earth, causing the roar of the ocean waves. Her voice is heard in the call of the whales and the trill of the birds. She is all, nurturing life into existence. She is in my reaching for you, and she is in your acceptance of my divine hand. In your acceptance of my divine hand. She is all, this great lady. Nothing lies outside her sphere of influence and power, compassion and grace, and that includes you and your dreams, great and small, my angel of love. This oracle comes to you via the sacred grace and mercy of the Divine Mother, who is the great manifesting expression of divinity. All that is created, all that is made manifest, without exception, flows from her being. This is why it is safe to trust in life, even, most especially, the inexplicable mystery and even the darkness that may give rise to fear and judgment within us. It is all part of her unfathomable workings. It's just this fear of the divine feminine, kind of her aura, her mystery. I want to say her magnificence. So we pray for light, and we pray for love. We honour and live our lives with its mysteries, with as much integrity as we can muster. But beyond that, it is best to participate in this life with much less certainty than Sorry, I'm touching on myself. Okay, stop doing that. Okay. But beyond that, it is best to participate in this life with much less certainty than the mind would have us believe necessary for inner peace. Inner peace doesn't come from understanding, it comes with trusting. I keep changing these words. Inner peace doesn't come with understanding, it comes with trusting. Can we understand a star or a galaxy? Perhaps not. Yet we can choose to trust in its beauty and beingness, and from its derive great energy, hope, and inspiration. The ways of the Divine Mother are not to be judged by our limited standards, rather than can be witnessed, experienced, and received. What a relief to not need to understand. What a relief to simply live with trust and know that everything will work its way out. Through those wise ways of the Divine Mother, there is a gift headed to you now. Will you receive it? That gift is one of manifestation. I said that you may be picking up that you're manifesting what you've been thinking about, so okay, it's really tapping into your Divine Mother, Divine Feminine, Divine Goddess energy. Okay, so through those wise ways of the Divine Mother, there is a gift headed to you now. Will you receive it? That gift is one of manifestation. Something you have been working towards, growing into, loving and dreaming for, perhaps for a very long time, is finally coming to fruition. Perhaps you have caught a sniff of the aromas from the divine kitchen and know the meal is nearly ready and it smells delicious. Or perhaps you have already been a curious and naughty angel. You've poked your head through a door to the divine dining room, only to be captivated by the candlelight dancing in reflection upon gleaming silverware and the subtle sounds of crystal goblets and finest china being laid down upon an exquisite dining table. Or maybe, dearest one, you have absolutely no clue what is about to happen. With your thoughts and intentions so often turned to the past or future, you have yet to realise what is coming to life for you in this moment. Perhaps you will not gain any advance notice. You will instead run smack into the middle of a dinner party hosted in your honour, and perhaps even feel unprepared, wondering if this morning's yoga attire is suitable for such a grand occasion. You are being asked to receive this gift completely and utterly, whether you feel sufficiently worthy or not, or appropriately and readily attired. It is time, and the bestowal of this gift is as it should be. Whether it seems to be in the best form, or how it should be according to your opinion or the opinions of others, it is as the Divine Mother has accorded it to be. She has her wild ways, of course, and oftentimes her workings in the world, to put it mildly, downright unfathomable. Yet somehow all things, all creations, all of life, her every working, serve love. You are one of her creations, and so is the imminent manifestation of your own heart's truths. Live it, love it, receive it completely. It is yours and meant to be so. Oh, I love the interference. We just speak a bit louder to get the message out. It's cool. This oracle comes with additional guidance for you. No matter whether or not things appear to be working out, they are. And you are held in the loving protection of the Divine Mother to keep you from straying from your highest path and divine destiny. There is work here for you to do upon this planet in your own unique way. It is the work of the Divine Mother and the work of love. So then, allow her to care for you, even if you wonder what the heavenly minx is up to at times. Okay. Oh, look at that, from nothing to everything. Those cards nearly went. Okay. Sacred honouring ritual. Place your left hand with palm facing upwards in front of you, reaching out as if to receive. Say aloud, Divine Mother, through your gracious compassion and bounty, I humbly bow. Bow your head to your hand for a moment, or if you wish, kneel and kiss the floor. In this action, allow yourself to truly surrender into the workings of love. Just intend to surrender and it shall be. Spoken about kind of bowing at the Divine Feminine's feet. So in past readings, especially like the recent ones. Okay. Then arise and place your left hand out again with palm facing up and arm extended slightly as if to receive, and say aloud, I willingly accept the bestowal of grace now manifesting into form of a heartfelt wish, delivered to me through the Divine Mother's genius and generosity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have finished your sacred honour and ritual. I just giggle because it's like trying to block out the message, and okay. You don't have to bow and kiss the floor. It's I mean, come on. Let's not scare the poor guy. Okay, let's leave it there. Okay, very interesting reading. Okay, Divine Masculines, it does look like there is this kind of fear of letting this love in. But I'm going to say let it flow. Go with the flow. And rise above the thunder and the storms, and it's like you've got a clear path ahead. Okay, so you're soaring. Enjoy. Okay, guys, have a fantastic day, and I will catch up with you soon. Bye for now.